Jolan true, Centurions, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates. I am Captain Tirak of the heavy cruiser RAS Cygnus as we continue our campaign against the United Federation of Planets, and we have managed to neutralize the tile of 1611. No, that can't be right. It's 1511. The planet here, we have finally managed to neutralize it after a very interesting battle last time. We are kind of dented, and this planet is currently vulnerable, so let's hop out of here and just check in at the station. Glance through the shipyard real quick, and we'll probably head right on back home. Ooh, I see new ships. I think SUAs. Have we looked at SUAs before? I'm not sure. What are you? Super Hawk A command cruisers? Well, it's definitely within our price range. Something I've been kind of debating back and forth a little bit is if I want to just do what we normally do with ship purchases, where we basically save up for the big steps, so we go basically from frigate to heavy cruiser to a dreadnought of some sort, or if we want to enjoy more of the Romulan tech tree. I gotta say, after spending Season 2 in quite a few Klingon D7s, I think it'd be nice to swap up to something a little bit more Romulan, so I think we're gonna buy the Super Hawk. And, ooh, there's an FFHA. What are you? The Fast Hawk. No, not seeing why I'd want that over the Super Hawk. So yeah, we're going to buy ourselves a Super Hawk A heavy cruiser. Buy right there. Supply. Thank you, Cygnus. Goodbye, Cygnus. We have now purchased Arius Fair Avis. Sounds kind of Gaelic to me. Yes, we're finally getting back into a full-on Romulan ship. We're not going to take any outfitting of this ship as of yet, because we have a planetary assault to go on. I think I'm going to regret that decision quite immensely. We've got like 6 Marines. All hands to battle stations. Red alert, boys. It's time to go to battle. I know that voice doesn't really work with being Romulan and all, super smarmy and somewhat evil. So we are currently escorted today by IKV Dower Slayer, which is a C7 that I see? No, that button. An FD7K. So, looks to be like a slightly refitted version of the normal D7. Yep. Oh, it's a fast D7, because it's only got 2 of the disruptors instead of 4. Okay, and we're squaring off against a phaser planet. And we're fighting a CC+. Really? Yes, we are. This is the proper USS Enterprise type. Please tell me it's actually the Enterprise, because that would be hilariously fun and cool. Let me know. Quickly. Because I want to know. Come on, let me know. Waiting for the probe to get there is killing me, and USS Morris. Aw, that's kind of disappointing. Just a little bit. Not hugely, but a little bit. And I forgot to look up our cloaking costs. Let's find out now. Okay, so it's 20 points of energy to cloak. That's a lot. But I suppose, we are invisible and undercover. I'm a little worried about a phaser planet because, well, we're only escorted by a heavy cruiser. So it's 2 heavy cruisers here to capture this. With any luck, they won't be armed with anything. Do we need anything else? Oh yes, let's keep on top of things. Let's get the forward shield reinforcement going so that when we decloak, we have additional weapons firepower. We need to set up our hardpoints so that we're not completely vulnerable when things go down. So clicking all the buttons, we've got 5 phaser 1s and 4 phaser 3s. So that goes on hardpoint 1. All the plasma on 2. And then the Fs on 3. And the S's on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arcs on these are, wow, front half on all of my plasma, well, on my S-type plasma torpedoes. And pretty significant arcs on the plasma torpedo Fs as well. So we're, I think, in a pretty good position. He fired all his photon torpedoes and hit none of them. Come out of cloak. Let's take advantage. F-type plasma torpedo select. We're going to dish out the firepower. And I think we're going to go for damage. First plasma torpedo is away. We are up to a speed of 10. Prepare the second plasma torpedo. We're just going to slowly crunch him down. Second one. Let's prep this S-type plasma torpedo. And now this S-type plasma torpedo. And, oh, he finally launched a shuttle as his last thing was to avoid a final plasma torpedo. I can't really blame him for it. Fire the phaser 3s out the stern. So we've caused a decent amount of damage to him, and I think it's time to disappear. Let the missiles go through us and hit him, hopefully. Although it looks like the point defense system may be able to... Oh, no, it couldn't. 2 of the missiles got through. He does have enough tractor beams for all of them, and then he shot them down. So the reason why we were able to so boldly get right on top of him is essentially because we were able to fire that our first plasma torpedo, and he fired everything he had at it. So we could get right on top of him without any concern whatsoever. We're going to come out of the cloak again, and prepare to hit him with everything got. Oh, he high energy turned. What's he going to do with it? He's facing 2 ships with, well, considerable firepower. And we're just going to get right on top of him. Oh, he photon torpedoed everything into our face. That hurt. Dropping the cloak. We're going to disappear for a bit. Because that was... I did not realize he had photon torpedoes ready to go. I didn't realize that 2 turns had gone by. Probably should have. He's still managing to catch all those missiles firing out. But it's only a matter of time before we whittle them down. Let's build a little bit of distance in now. Need to slow down somewhat so that our systems actually charge properly. And start to come on in. I don't think you're going to survive much longer. Unfortunately, the Morris is in a battle that I don't believe it can possibly win. More Marines going over to cause horrifically bad battle damage. Speaking of Marines, how many do we have? Oh no, we have a significant number of Marines. I thought we only had like 6. But apparently we were rocking at least 15. Probably more. So that'll work out pretty nicely. We could capture this ship. I'd like to capture the ship, but by the time we actually get around to it, Dower Slayer is going to destroy it. So we're not going to waste the time or the effort. And not a cascade failure. He did manage to get a shield in place in time. And let's get in the fight. We've done enough spectating on this one. All up and select. There we go. Lashing out, doing a little bit of damage. Not a ton at this point. He doesn't have a shuttle bay anymore. So we will be able to fire that when the time comes. Let him glance back with his couple of light phasers that he's got left. Most of his photon torpedoes are offline. He's having a bad day. To be fair, he's fighting 2 pretty decent enemies. Phasers, fire at the stern. Apparently this phaser 1 here only fires to the rear. That's kind of annoying. I was hoping to get, more phaser 1s facing forward, but it is not to be. There we go, target destroyed. On to the planet. Send a probe out his way and increase the speed of time. Let's see what we're about to get ourselves into. I fear that it may be quite a bit of damage. Yup, it's this again. Hi, I'm not here. You don't see me. That's how we're going to play this. We've got 5 points of energy, so increase speed a little bit. We need to get in closer. Hopefully the Dower Slayer will be more useful to us than I think it was the Morte was in the last episode. We had a War Vulture Dreadnought along with us, and it decided not to be useful at all. Hopefully the Dower Slayer will be a little bit more useful. Unfortunately, the Dower Slayer does not cloak, and is going to get shot at a lot. We speed a little bit more. Basically, we just got to get on top of things here. Now, we do have S-type plasma torpedoes, which are significantly more powerful than the G-type plasma torpedoes we're rocking. By significantly, I mean by 10 points more damage. So we've gone from 80 damage to 100 damage out of our plasma torpedoes. That's pretty decent. The question is going to be, how will we survive against the enemy's, well, heavy phasers? They've got a lot of them. Like, a lot of them. The Dower Slayer is blinking away, but of course he is only firing at, well, basically a reinforced shield that you're not possibly going to be able to break down. It is going to really take us being a battering ram on this. Alright, select all plasma torpedoes. That's marker 2. And let's start to slow down. And select just our big plasma torpedoes. Drop out a cloak. Here we go. And slow way down. All power to forward shields so that we can hopefully survive some hits. Let's hope this charge gets up high enough before he starts lashing out with his phaser 4s. Currently estimating 40 damage if fired from this range. Can I get to 15 safely? Probably not safely. Engaged. 2 plasma torpedoes. And we're going to stop here. We're going to turtle up. We've got 30 points of defense on the forward shield. Hopefully that'll be enough, and hopefully, 40 damage will be enough if it does 40 damage when it hits there. No, it looks like they're fading out. We took quite a few hits, and no damage to that at all. Disappear. Increase speed by a little bit. We need to get closer. Painful, but true. So we're back into siege mode, which I was kind of hoping we wouldn't do. I mean, we did buy this brand new Super Hawk cruiser. It's going to be a real pain if we lose it on the first mission we just bought it, especially after we sold our other heavy cruiser. I was hoping to show off the speed and maneuverability of later-era Romulan vessels. Well, not late-era, but you get the idea. But it is not to be. Instead, we are once again a mobile gun platform that's going to pop up and pop down from cloak. We need to get to a range of about 10, because honestly, we do need to involve our F-type plasma torpedoes in this fight if we want to cause enough damage. Unfortunately, we also have to waste quite a bit of time. We only got 6 points of, well, power on our forward shield. It is enough. That's good. He can't hit us, which, again, good. Start to slow down. Almost there, almost there. A little bit closer. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, we're good. Now we wait for him to fire again. Not those ones. We don't care about those. I need you to fire. That's what I was waiting for. Decloak. Plasma torpedoes selected. Stand by to fire. All weapons fire. Recloak. We did get hit. It was on the port side shield, but we are in decent shape. Please tell me this shield is gone. Yes, we got through. 52 damage. Okay. So again, the rule is cloak, decloak. Because if we're cloaked, we survive. If we decloak, we die. So now we're just gonna sit here, wait for that, slow back down on time, decloak. Actually, no, that would be really dumb. Recloak. We're gonna stay in cloak until, you know, we have plasma torpedoes to fire. I was thinking about decloaking, firing phasers, but I don't want to waste the power. I like the fact that we currently have 8 points of shield on our forward shield right now, to take the occasional random hits that he manages to get through. We have hammered through the shield. That's the important part. Once you're past the shield, everything is fine. Decloak now. Fire all the S-type plasma torpedoes as of now, and recloak. So we've got another blast of 100 damage going out. Hopefully, you know, it strips out any armor that he might have. And 90 damage, that's good. Oh, that's really good. So yeah, as long as we sit here, we've got 8 points of forward shield, which he can almost get through if he gets enough accuracy. He's really trying his best to try and get through our cloak. But the cloak is making us very hard to hit. It means that he doesn't cause a lot of damage with those phaser fours. Under normal circumstances, those phaser fours would absolutely gut our ship. But because we're cloaked, it is severely reduced damage. Okay, wait for the phaser fours to fire again, because we want to make sure that, you know, he's not going to be able to shoot phaser fours at us. Any moment now, you should fire all your phaser fours, because I really don't want to like decloak and suddenly find myself getting hit by all the phaser fours. Try it. And back into cloak. Yes, this is severely worrying me, because 8 phaser force is more than enough to gut pretty much any ship. Another 82 damage gets through. Now we're knocking out phaser force. Oh, we've knocked 2 out right here. 1 down off here. 1's been stunned here. They're still firing light photon torpedo fire at us, but not being nearly as damaging as they were. So things going much better on this round, although that's partly because we now know about this tactic. It's not really a fair tactic, I guess. Not to the AI. The AI doesn't know how to handle this. Okay, wait for the incoming fire. Wait for it. Now, get ready to fire all your plasma again. Plasma torpedoes are selected. Engage! Recloak. And maximum speed of time. And we've taken out, all but one of his phaser fours at this point. He is repairing it, though, so it'll be back online in probably about a turn or two, because planets repair quite quickly. But soon we will be able to fully engage. Oh no, he's still got the... I forgot about this one. This one here in the middle. So he's still got at least 3 phaser fours. Just steadily bashing away. Thank goodness for cloaking devices. That's honestly the only reason we're able to pull this off. And we are being a little bit, like, boldly overzealous at this point. And decloak, or recloak, because we weren't waiting for the proper timing on that. Another good couple of hits, 89 damage. How are you doing on Marines on board? You've got 2. Increase speed, let's get within range. I think we've got him. I think we've fully managed to defeat him. 7. We need to get a 5.99 for transporter range. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All stop. And decloak. All up and select. Go Marines. Forward shields are up and fully reinforced. We have a pretty significant amount of power that we can send into our engines. I really want to see what kind of top speed we'll get out of this Super Hawk. It really does feel like a pretty cool ship. I mean, it's a pretty interesting looking heavy cruiser design. It's very much Romulan design. This is post-treaty. They've taken all that they can from the Klingon designs, and they're now just implementing them into their own homegrown Romulan designs. So it's a wonderful combining of aesthetics. Quite a fan. Which is one of the reasons why I kind of went for it. Because we've flown D7s, we've fought D7s, we're here to play Romulans. And so I think taking a little bit broader view of the entire tech tree also will give us, a little bit more fun. Because normally, like I said, we jump between frigate to heavy cruiser to dreadnought to battleship, and we don't really spend any time in between. This gives us a little bit of an opportunity to play around with that. So, we've managed to take the planet. Let's put a little bit more pressure on the Federation. Let's say, how you doing? We're going to be a little bit aggressive. Just a little bit. More Federation vessels. Red alert, I saw something over here. Hopefully it's not a dreadnought, but it could be. There's a freighter over there. Let's see exactly how fast we can go. So let's put the pedal to the metal and see how fast we move while charging. And a speed of 20. 5, 10, 15, yep, 20. So already we've gained 5 points of speed out of this. Although all of that power budget also could be used for cloaking the ship. So there is that. So a single freighter, what kind of freighter are you? According to the fleet screen, you are an FLRG. I'm going to guess 2 phasers, maybe 3, but probably 2. You're not a Q ship. You won't have any photon torpedoes. We've got a Galactic Survey Cruiser. It is only a GSC, so it's not a GSC Plus or anything, so you should actually be pretty poorly armed. I kind of feel sorry for you. You have no business being here. No need to prep a wild weasel. The GSC does have a single missile launcher, but I'm not anticipating a scatter pack. To be brutally honest. Although something that does occur to me, the Klingon, the KRC that we just abandoned had 2 rear-firing plasma Ds. We don't have that anymore. So we traded out those plasma Ds to instead have a more powerful forward punch in the adding in the 2 plasma S torpedoes. There's another heavy cruiser over here. You are a SAL, the bargain prices. You're making a speed of 22 towards me. Are you? Oh yeah, you are old school. As you can see, we've got very much the original series style nacelles and deflector dishes and sensor dishes. So he's an old school one. Really not much threat to be had here. So let's pick on him. Forward shields, reinforce, because frankly, I'm not at all afraid of him. I don't think he has anything that I need to be at all concerned with. You, on the other hand, just launched fighters. Incoming. He did manage to get a hit, but I don't think it got through our forward shields. So let's reach out and poke people. And I think I'm going to fire S-type pallets and torpedoes first, just to see what he does with them. 12, 11, fire. First S-type plasma torpedo is going out. And prep the second one. Nope, he's wild weaseling it. All slow down. And I need the phasers to engage. There we go. Now phasers to engage you, if I have any. I do not. One more. There we go. Okay. Now increase speed. We do need to get facing him at some point. That would be important. Screw it. High energy turn. Slow down. Whee! Wait for the attack ship to go away. Screw it. Die! You just annoy me. That's all this is doing. It's just an annoyance. You've managed to scratch the paint on my brand new heavy cruiser. Oh, more fighters. Hi. Anything you've got, shoot at them, because we've currently got an open stern, which is bad. Port side phaser 3 is ready to go. We are having to skulk out of here, unfortunately, because that mine would hurt, as we have no rear shield right now. You are indeed armed with basically nothing. Defensive tractor beams are going and handling this with no problem. You're down to a speed of 13. That's pretty good. What are you armed with? 2 plasma... Oh, crap. Disappear time. Good night. I don't want you to be able to actually target any of my systems. You little... You little jerk. He's like, I don't have any actual weapons. Okay, he's fired both of his plasma torpedoes at that. So, interesting choice. And he also took quite a bit of damage from the Galactic Survey Cruiser. If this keeps up, I may be able to engage the... oh, it's the Bargain Hunter, cute. I may be able to engage the Viking without any worries at all. I think I'm going to do that. Hi, Viking. I'm coming for you. My plasma torpedoes have an entire forward half firing arc, so you ain't getting away. And he dumped another Wild Weasel extraordinarily late. Come on, select the shuttle. Select the shuttle, please. Shuttle. There it is. And phasers. Anything? Apparently it takes quite a bit of phaser firepower to wipe one of those things out. Slow down. Would you get off my 6? I just want to destroy the Viking in peace. Starboard firing plasma torpedo. Sounds like the SAL and the FLRC are currently getting mixed into it. We should be able to fire another plasma S into him. Oh, the Viking having a bad day, are we? Got another plasma torpedo. I just got that shield repaired. Just now. Increase speed. Let's get out of here. Not out of here, but we want some maneuverability. Lashing out a little bit more at the Viking. The Viking has knocked out another one of my shields. Really, we should be using this for, like, high-speed passes, but I thought I could bully the Viking because he was an older design. I admit, it might have been slightly my mistake. Increase speed. Full power. Make him hit the mine. More power, more power, more power. All power to engines. Drain that battery if you have to. I want to see what happens when he gets hit by this. He dies! Okay. That was cool. Not gonna lie. Oh, by the way, if you ever want to get beauty shots, Tiki. So, yeah, nuclear space mine just completely wiped him out. The Viking is in a bad way. I've got a plasma torpedo for you. It's gonna go right into you. Also, we need to slow down so we can, you know, charge weapons. Hi. I think you're done for with this pass. Could be wrong, but I think I'm not. Yeah, you're done. Target you. And... not good, not good. Really not good. Decloak. Was hoping that I could break the lock somehow. Tractors to point defense. We grabbed them all, no problem. Plasma torpedo select. Point blank range shot. Managed to hit him. And phaser. I'd like to fire a phaser through that, but I'm kind of worried about, you know, shooting down these missiles onto my port. Luckily, he did waste his firepower into my forward shield, despite the fact that he was actually gaining on getting into this open slot. Pick up some more speed. We have it. We may as well use it. And also, we'll fix this ship. Patch that phaser 3. I want it back online at any moment, please. Plasma F torpedo. We'll be able to engage. Fire it at forward. Knock out more. Plinking away. He does have 4 missile launchers, which is... Ooh. Hi. Why? They do this a lot to us, I've noticed. Build it the repel beam. I don't want to be held by you right now. And I don't think you have any weapons that can do anything to me right now. Put up this forward shield right now, just to sort of hold them off. Like, what was the point of that? Really? Do you have a reason why you did that? I'll grant you it gave you a shot at my stern, but it's not going to get you through my defenses. I've got more than enough tractor beams to take care of anything you've got. Also, plasma to the face. Eat it. Another good hit. Fire the phasers. Cause some more. Cause some more havoc. Knock out most of the systems on board his ship. His speed dropping down to, well, really low. He's only got a single phaser 3. Let's pull out of here so he can't hit us. We're actually pretty surprisingly maneuverable. Despite doing only a speed of 10, our turn rate is actually quite nice. So, nimble, fast, and kind of hilariously armed. Not tremendously hilariously armed, but still a decent amount armed with plasma. This ought to end you. I don't anticipate your survival. No, you did in fact survive. But you didn't survive that one. That's the important one. Our brand new Super Hawk not exactly making the most fantastic impression, but I'm assuming that's because we used bad tactics. Granted, the first one, the planetary assault, beautiful, perfect tactics, no complaints there. But in this, we, stopped in front of the enemy, and that's kind of a no-no. So neutralize the tile. Let's go home. We do need to patch things up now. 43 damage. Ouch. Shipyard, anything cool? I know we just came here and bought something cool, but RGK You are a Regal Hawk K heavy cruiser, armed with a single R-type plasma torpedo and 2 F7 phaser 1s and 4 phaser 3s, and a cloaking cost of 18. So this basically is putting most of your eggs in one basket. They will Wild Weasel this Plasma R. There's no denying that. I suppose you fire the Fs first and then the R, but I'm not a huge fan of the Regal Hawk, I don't think, but we may change that. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything here for us yet, and we are getting a decent amount of K9s. We are getting a decent amount of cash in, so we should be able to afford something new and cool, probably in a fairly short time. The next generation of ships that come out, we're probably going to check it out. Probably not this, though. So, with that kind of pressure going on, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.